The reason why I started this channel is because when I was confronted with Peyronies, I, like so many others, researched every known cure. Fortunately for me, I understood Dr. Lin's writings and took him for the genius that he is. Most others, maybe even 80%, label him as a quack and do not even give him a chance to explain. The other 20% that actually buy into his system may try his products and system, but usually do not give the system nearly enough time to work. I will be coming out with a several-part video series on my entire journey soon, guys, so like and subscribe. You won't want to miss it. My journey, with all its mishaps and learning curves, pun intended, will greatly help you out on your journey. I am not a doctor of any type. This is not medical advice. Consult your licensed physician for medical advice. I am Robert, and I have healed my Peyronies condition after studying the late Dr. Lin's website, actionlove.com. You see, Eastern medicine in a Western world is mostly regarded as nonsense. Western medicine states that if you do not see results within 2 weeks, that it doesn't work at all. Western medicine states that if the pills do not work, then it is time to slice and dice. Surgery on the penis should most certainly be a last resort, don't you agree? Western medicine does not look at the human body as one whole organism. Western doctors generally look at the human body more as parts to repair rather than a single body that, when working properly, will repair and maintain itself. When we repair the penis, we must first repair the body in order to ensure good blood flow, properly working central nervous system, proper hormone levels, and so on. Only then can we get the proper blood flow to the penis for a strong nighttime erection necessary for healing. The reason why it takes so long for the penis to heal is due to the structure and makeup of the penis. It is a much more complex organism than what most people believe it to be. Most people believe the penis to be just a tube that fills with blood. I will start by explaining that within the 3 chambers of the penis, there are hundreds of so-called blood balloons, which are responsible for filling up with blood to form an erection. These blood balloons are tiny, interconnected balloons adjacent to each other running from the base to the tip in the 3 chambers. Now remember, I said interconnected. So if there is a blockage among some of the balloons, there will be a narrowing of the penis. This is due to the dam-like effect caused by the non-working, partially working blood balloons in conjunction with the compromised penile tissue. Okay, it gets even more complicated, so bear with me. These blood balloons, through time, will gradually increase in size when the penis experiences an adequate number of erections. Ballooning the penis also helps the blood balloons reach their full capacity by bringing the pressure of blood in the penis to its full capacity. This relates to Dr. Lin's technique called ballooning, which is explained on his site and on my channel. The same principle that took a few years to grow your penis during puberty is the same principle applied for growing the penis to its full potential size. That principle is the same: strong nighttime erections at night when following the recommended ejaculation frequency per week. Teenagers that are getting hooked to internet porn are more likely to damage the tissue in the penis, and also they will not reach their full potential erection size due to over-ejaculation. Growing a penis to its full size during puberty can take years, and that's why it may take even more years to grow and heal your penis. During the healing process, your curve may actually get worse before it gets better. If your left side is badly damaged and the right side has only minor damage or no damage at all, what will happen is the right side will heal and the blood balloons will reach their full capacity before the left side. When this happens, the right side will be fuller, thicker, and longer and will increase the curve to the left. However, this is the only path to full healing. The left side will eventually catch up to the right side and you will have a thicker, longer, straight penis grown to its full size. But like I said, the lightly damaged areas usually heal quickly, and the severely damaged areas can take years, and the more I explain, the more you will understand. Now let's talk about the delicate tissues surrounding the blood balloons that make up the penis. When your penis was damaged and the tissue was stretched due to bending, breaking, the tissue reconnected itself with protein collagens, also known as scar tissue. So basically, the original tissue was stretched and thinned out. In an attempt to strengthen the thinned tissue, protein collagen, scar tissue, was grown in to strengthen the penis to its original strength. These penile tissues are fibrotic. The blood balloons that are damaged now have to also deal with the scar tissue restraining them from growing and expanding. It is essential to first soften the scar tissue to allow blood flow throughout the penis, to help dissolve the scar tissue and allow the original tissue to return to its original normal structure and state. Now you can see why it is so essential to soften the tissue with the warm wraps, nighttime erections, supplements, and VIP cream. Like a scab from a wound, the scab must first soften and dissolve for the repair of the tissue to be complete. But since the penile tissue is one of the most specialized tissues on the planet that can expand 2 to 4 times, it takes a much greater length of time to heal. When we say dissolve, we mean to really actually dissolve the scar tissue that was used to repair the healthy tissue. L-arginine and the other amino acids are responsible for producing the nitrous oxide for healing. Oils are responsible for tissue flexibility, and all the vitamins and herbs are for assisting natural erections and healing. Keep following and you'll get the hang of it. So, in general, the harder and thicker and knottier the scar is, the longer you have to heal. Mainly because you have to think that you have to start at the beginning. First, you have to rejuvenate the blood balloons one group at a time. Then, you have to grow them back to their maximum size while softening and healing the scar tissue that is restraining them. To make matters even more difficult, most times that you get an erection, it will inflame the penis because the damaged area is being forced to stretch beyond its capabilities. Yet, the only way to heal is to get an erection. It's a crazy game of erecting and deflaming the erection. I can honestly say that healing a penis can take anywhere from 6 months to 7 years. Mine was about 12 years, as mine was severely broken and manually stretched for a year, as I had yet to discover Dr. Lin's site. It took me 4 years to get the hang of the system I present to you today, and 8 years to master the system and heal. I really do believe that with this book, you can heal a penis from 6 months to 5 years.
You have to figure that puberty was not just a few weeks, was it? Absolutely not. So you have to think that you are not only regrowing a penis, but also healing a penis at the same time that is covered with scar tissue. It may sound like a long time, but it is better late than never, right? My estimated healing time of 6 months is for patients who have a general fibrosis of the penis from over-masturbating and/or stretching without any significant damage. 7 years of healing time is an estimate for those who have suffered a broken penis or severely damaged, with fibrosis set in over the entire penis. The great news is that once you start healing, your mental state will turn from negative to positive, as you know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, so keep marching on. Let me use my case to help explain this. I had full fibrotic scarring across my entire penis from stupidly manually stretching it after I broke it. I also had a severely damaged area from the break. This break was on the left bottom side of the head, going down a bit below where the foreskin ends on the shaft. It was curved or bent about 25-30 degrees to the left and at least 35-40 degrees down. It was ugly. It looked like an erection with a really bad sprained neck. When I started Dr. Lin's system, the left side was a broken mess and the right side was just fibrotic from the manual stretching in a desperate attempt to heal the left side. The right side turned from a hard fibrotic shell into normal tissue over the span of several months. Since the right side tissue had softened, the blood balloons on the right side began to revive and regrow. The right side had begun to grow back. Little did I know that the left side's fibrotic condition was much worse. This makes sense because when I tried to manually stretch the curve back, I had squeezed the left much harder in doing so. I squeezed my inflamed, semi-erect penis at the end, like squeezing a baker's tube. So what happened? The healing right side overpowered the left entirely. I now had a greater gradual curve to the left, capped off with the end of the shaft having a terribly bad sprained neck, from bad to worse, or so I thought. You see, you can have all the doctors do all the scans you want, but the problem is there is no real way of detecting scar tissue. A healthy penis is made up of 20 to 30% collagen tissue, 70 to 80% erectile tissue. There are no MRIs today that can clearly differentiate the two. Can a scan detect hardened, calcified plaque? Probably it can, But do you really need a scan to confirm this? Hardened erectile tissue in the flaccid state is fibrosis, period, and the solution is always the same: Dr. Lin's system, period. The goal is to heal the collagen tissue back to erectile tissue and revive and regrow the blood balloons. Your goal is to fill out the concave side and/or dents or hourglass, not stretch them back. Stretching back will give you a temporary false sense of security. Stretching back will temporarily inflame and swell up the tissue and deceive you into believing the curve is getting better. The only true measure of the curve is when the erection is fully erect. The only true signs of healing is the softening of the tissue, which is a gradual healing. It takes time. I almost threw in the towel when my curve became worse. My right side was healing and regrowing. This new curve threw me into a whirlwind of frustration and anxiety and set me back quite a bit. I lost much confidence and began way over-ejaculating as I was constantly erecting, massaging, and checking the degree of curve. This article is worth the price of admission itself. There are many men who heal on their own. They certainly have a good test level, strong nighttime erections, and most importantly, they do not try to stretch it back. I can strongly assume they also had a mild case of fibrosis. There is no way I would have healed by doing nothing, that is for sure. I definitely needed Dr. Lin's system in conjunction with the penile ballooning and massages. So again, the true measure of healing is softening the scar, which can be really felt in the flaccid state in most cases. The other measure is the expanding of the chambers in the erect state. This will happen slowly and gradually. If you have scarring over most or all of your penis like I did, then for certain you will need to know this information. Less damaged areas will heal much quicker than badly damaged areas and will outgrow the badly damaged areas. Remember, this is great news. This means you are healthy and potent enough to heal. In time, the badly damaged areas will heal, so no worries. The bend or curve may actually keep moving up closer to the head in time. This is what happened to me because the majority of the healing will start from the base of the penis. Also know that healing takes place when the good prostaglandins from the healthy tissue are pressed into the collagen tissue. This is why ballooning and massage are so important to the healing process. Healthy tissue repairs damaged tissue first, sort of like a wound on a hand. The middle part heals last. The edges adjacent to the healthy tissue heal first. Hope this helps you along your healing journey, guys. Do you want to heal the real and only way there is? I thought so. So hit that like and subscribe button. See you soon. March on.